Hi, thank you for joining me. This is Moro Mose. I'm an artist, graphic designer, model, blah, blah, blah. I do too many things. Welcome to my video, and today I'm going to be talking about 10 ways to make money as an artist. Now, don't get mad at me if it's not what you want to hear, okay? These are my own experiences, my own tips, some things that I came up with after being in the game for, a little bit of time. Let me get my notes. Number one is your pricing. Obviously, you want to have good prices. As an artist, you're free to come up with your prices on your own based off of your cost, the amount of work that you're putting in, and a whole lot of other stuff. I can talk about how I price my stuff in a different video if you guys are interested. So I'm a fine artist. I have, my style is contemporary. I work in acrylic and I like to paint on like the gallery wrap canvases. But what I've learned is to also have some other options and pricing available on my website or in person. So having some lower priced items makes my work not only available to everyone, but it also ensures me a sale every time I'm either at an event or I'm off of my website. An example of some of the items that I have for a lower price available in person would be framed prints. It can be just prints in like the little print sleeve with the cardboard in the back, but just something small that people can make a quick buy decision off of your table. Number two, promote yourself. What do I mean by that? Because we're not Walmart. We don't have the marketing power, to let the world know how much of a great artist we are. Use the tools that you have available. So have your website, use your Instagram, use social media, use your Twitter, use your, TikTok. Use your TikTok. Use these platforms to promote yourself as an artist. Be consistent with sharing your work and let people know that you're out here. Quick tip, Facebook has groups that you can join and you can just drop your artwork in there. What I like to do is look for my target audience, which is people who'd be interested in my type of work. So usually I'm looking up groups or hashtags or pages that have stuff like Black art, Afrocentric art, Black girl magic art, and I really try to specify my posts to those, as well as insert myself in groups like that, use those hashtags. So make sure you're really marketing towards your target audience. Number three, create from the heart. What do I mean by that? I'm an artist. I'm always creating from my heart. What I mean is don't feel pressure to create artwork that is specific to the trends that are going on right now. I understand that is a good way to get people to see your artwork, get more visibility, or to go viral. But from my personal experience, I find that the art that sells the quickest for me is art that I create just, from my heart, just sitting down, just being creative, just painting what I want. And I did 2 separate artworks, and they were not commission works. They weren't anything. I just was painting and I posted them, and immediately I was getting DMs about purchasing. I say the best artwork comes from the heart. Don't feel like you need to paint a celebrity and then have everybody tag them, and that's how you're gonna get people to see you and recognize you, because I've done it before and they didn't even see it, and it happens for some other people and it works for other people. I would just say put your energy into painting what you really want to paint. Unless you're really inspired to paint a celebrity, then do you. But be your authentic self, because I love that about you. All right, number 4. Everyone is not your client. Understand that some people will not like or value your work, and that's okay. Don't waste your energy on them. And that's what I have to say about that. Number 5, build relationships. Now, obviously, I'm talking about networking, but I think the difference between networking and building relationships is really making a personal connection with somebody. So networking, that means in person, on social media, anytime you're having an interaction with somebody, you want to use that opportunity to maybe tell them about your artwork. My friends always make fun of me because I carry a stack of business cards with me everywhere I go, and if somebody shows a little bit of interest in speaking to me, I'm like, well, I'm an artist, you know, here's my website, here's some of my work, why don't you check it out? Let them know that you value their support. That's all I'm trying to say. Make sure you're following up with your buyers and your clients. So people that have worked with you before, bought your artwork before, make sure they have a way to continue to see what you're doing, whether that's following you on social media, signing up for one of your newsletter, or you grab their cell phone number and you can text them every once in a while just to check on them, see how they're doing, or to let them know when you have new work. And then there's also people that DM me on social media that I try to keep up relationships with. That's important because people are important, but also because that's good business etiquette. Number 6, participate in your local events. Okay, so participate in local markets or events. How do you find these? Well, if you're not already in the event, craft, or market scene in your city, check Facebook. So go to Facebook, type up local markets, craft or markets, things like that. Check the internet, check Instagram. You'll be able to find these things because these things are definitely always on Facebook. And once you get in the circle of these kinds of markets, you always end up hearing about more and more. It's a thrift market or a crafters fair or some kind of vendor thing. I make sure I do at least 2 a month. And that brings in a lot of revenue. It helps gain exposure to your artwork, and then it also gives you the opportunity to build relationships with people. Number 7, what is your story? What is your story? What's the story behind your artwork? What's the story behind you? Why do you paint what you paint? Who are you as an artist? These are all questions that I get all the time as an artist, and I have a story. The true story, but it's the story that I use over and over when answering these questions, and you want to have one. I create my artwork for basically women of color. It started with creating it for myself because I wanted to see more Black women in art, and I wanted to see more Black women just in like the media portrayed as beautiful and strong, and to combat all of the negative stereotypes of Black women. And so my artwork represents that. And I've also wanted to create my work, so my little sister can have that, because so many brown girls grow up without getting to see themselves portrayed in the world around them. And so that's the story that I tell when people ask what's my inspiration, and that's just kind of like my general inspiration for my work. And so you want to have a story. It doesn't have to be mine, but a story that really connects people to you and your artwork. People find value not only in the art, but it adds value to the artwork when you have this story behind it. Number 8. Another way to make money as an artist is to freelance or do commission work. So I'm also a graphic designer. I'm not just a visual artist. So if someone is interested in a specific kind of painting, you can have a set rate for commissions. The way that I do it is I start off with a base rate I have a base rate for a certain size that I start up with, and the price goes up as the size goes up. But that is another way to make money as a creative, as an artist. The benefit of doing that is you can set your own hours and your own prices. Not that you can't already do that with your work, but if someone is approaching you for freelance or commission, usually those are more serious people about getting the work done. Number 9, be open to other ways to use your craft. What do I mean by that? Well, when I was little, I knew I always wanted to be an artist, but I also knew that artists, sometimes didn't make money. And I assumed that in order to be a successful artist, I had to get into a gallery. Like, that was it. I needed to be in a gallery, and that's how I was gonna be a famous artist one day. But what I've learned over the past couple of years is because I'm a creative, because I'm an artist, there are so many ways I can utilize that to make money and support myself. So just a few things that I've done over the years is murals, illustration, paint parties, pop-up galleries, and design work. And all of that has stemmed from my art. There's a few other things that I've been able to do that I haven't listed, and there's plenty of opportunities out there for artists that does not involve being in a gallery, and it's not always your traditional way of making art and making money off of art, but they're out there. And so be open to those things when they arrive, and don't be afraid to try new and different things if you have an idea or the opportunity comes up. Number 10, your price is your price. Is your price is your price. Okay? Set your price and be confident in that price. As an artist, sometimes we undersell ourselves and we feel like this is costing too much, and that's from my personal experience. I've had people ask me for discounts looking at my paintings with the price clearly listed, and asking for discounts or or telling me it's just such a huge opportunity if I do this for free or whatever. Your price is your price. Know your self-worth as an artist and don't sell yourself short. If someone is not willing to pay the full price for a painting or an original that you might have, that's when you direct them to your more affordable options such as prints. But when it comes to selling originals, your price is your price, your print price is your price, your service price is your price. And serious buyers, when they come along, they're not going to question the price. I've had people say, I want to buy this painting. Didn't even ask me how much it cost. They just said, send the invoice. And I was like, okay, so your price is your price, stick to your guns. You're talented, you're a great artist, you can do it. You got the chops, you're worth it. You're worth it. But thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like some more content on my experiences as an artist in business. And go ahead and click the like button and subscribe. And if you don't like it, why don't you like it? And leave a comment. Let me know your experiences as an artist. If you are an artist mostly like on the web and you're doing your selling on the web, or if you're doing your selling locally in the city that you're in. I do a little bit of both. And if you feel like I left out some stuff in this video, go ahead and drop them in there for anybody else who might be able to take those tips and use them. All right, thank you.